Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a dupe for a primer that I inadvertently stumbled upon. Dupe videos are really interesting to me just because it's a good way to show that you don't need to spend like a high-end price tag to get the same looking effect. The dupe I'm going to be sharing with you today is the difference of $30 in price range. I am talking about a dupe for the Estee Lauder The Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer, duped with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm wearing each one on a different side of my face, so pause this video right now and tell me which side you think is which. As always, out of the other literally billion other YouTube creators out there, thank you so much for choosing to see my primer dupes today. Be sure and give this video a like so it's easier for other people to find, and subscribe to see more of me in the future. I also have a second channel now, which is where I post my food, fun, lifestyles type of videos. I will link it down for you below if you're interested in seeing that. And for now, let's get on with this one. The dupe I have found is between these two primers. I have the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and I think it is a dupe for the Estee Lauder The Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer. This Estee Lauder is a sample size that I have. An interesting point though is that this looks like a bigger bottle, but the ounces on here are actually the same. It's like half an ounce. So there's actually a $30 price difference between the Estee Lauder and the e.l.f. Now I was looking on e.l.f.'s website, and e.l.f. does have like the full ounce size of this Poreless Face Primer for like $10. If you really want to use a lot of this, maybe just invest in the full ounce because it's only $10, like, and you get double the amount you get in this for $6. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer first. This is $6. It says it's ideal for flawless, long-lasting makeup application. This is infused with tea tree oil and vitamins A and E. I've used this before and I feel like you need a very small amount of it because it will go a long way. So just like half a pump of this, like for my entire face. Then the Estee Lauder primer. The Estee Lauder primer has apricot essence. It's a lightweight primer that optically perfects the skin, diffusing the look of pores and imperfections. This size is half an ounce, and the smaller bottle of the e.l.f. is 0.47 ounces. So they're basically like the same, even though the bottles are like way different. So on the right side of my face, my right, your left, I'm going to apply the e.l.f. primer. And on my left side, your right, I'm going to have the Estee Lauder. So the e.l.f. one does come in a pump, which is very nice. I'm just gonna apply like a tiny bit. Like I'm gonna try that. It is white, but it dries clear. I'm going to apply this to my face. This e.l.f. primer is quite slippery, and it has a very, like, kind of like, I'm just going to describe it as like a menthol type of smell. That could be the tea tree oil though. It has a very oily smell to it, I just want to say. Now on the left side of my face, I'm going to apply the Estee Lauder. This has like a very, very similar feel to it. It's slippery. I don't want to say it's silicone-y, but it's kind of slippery, silicone-y type of feel, but very similar to the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. To be honest, I can't even feel, like hardly feel the difference on both of my hands. I do want to say that the Estee Lauder primer smells a lot like baby wipes, kind of. I mean, it's Estee Lauder. I'm sure that they're trying to make it smell kind of like a luxurious scent, but I just feel it's very much like baby wipes. Like, I mean, like a nice baby wipe. Okay, so now that I have both sides of my face primed, I am going to apply my foundation. I am using my favorite foundation, which is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. My shade is 215 Warm Beige. I love this foundation. It's very affordable, and I just feel like I always love the way my skin looks after I use it. So I'm just going to apply that with a damp sponge. This first side of my face is the e.l.f. side. And now to the left side of my face, which is the Estee Lauder primer side. So I have applied my foundation, and looking up close at my face, I cannot tell a difference. My pores look the same. Both primers did a really good job smoothing out my skin and kind of smoothing out my pores. I do have large pores kind of like around my nose. I do kind of have a little bit of uneven texture from acne scarring and whatnot. I think both primers did a really good job with both of those things, and I cannot tell a difference. I've been staring at it for a while now, and I can't tell a difference with what it looks like. This is the e.l.f. side, and this is the Estee Lauder side. And I feel like they are exact complete dupes for each other. So I really hope you enjoyed this dupes video. I hope it was helpful for you. I hope maybe you can either save money or like find a cheaper replacement if you do use the Estee Lauder primer. Personally, I just, I don't even care which one of these I use because they're that similar and they look the same. If not, I think the e.l.f. primer might have smoothed my face a little bit better. I think they are actually both really nice primers. Neither of these formulas is actually really like my favorite, but I will use them. But these are both kind of more of like slippery silicone-y type of primers, and I like a primer that really is kind of like more like a lotion type of primer. I have worn both of these primers on separate occasions, and I feel like they kind of have like very similar wear time. The Estee Lauder might be a tiny bit better, but they're very similar as far as their wear time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!